Everybody. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. I've also wiped everything from my channel and have decided to do a fresh start. Since deleting everything, I've actually noticed that I've gained subscribers, which I appreciate, but I find odd because there's no content, so I plan on fixing that today. It's going to be a long video. Literally just having one of those days where I know I can do better, I know I can be better as far as this goes. I'm not worried about my hair, not worried about my clothes. T-shirt and blue jeans is how I feel comfortable. But I know for a fact that this can improve. So I'm gonna work on that. I don't really have topics in mind. I think I'm just gonna record, and wherever it goes is where it goes. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes you just need noise, you know? So I go to my favorite YouTubers and I will just put it on and I will listen to it while I either clean or laze around the house because I like the noise. It's quiet other than the sound of my snake falling off a branch or my cats getting into stuff that they really shouldn't get into or just messing with each other. So yeah. As far as idea for the video, I'm literally just gonna record myself getting ready. Not hair, not clothes. I mean, contacts in, probably trim my eyebrows if they're needing it. Face. That's it. I know there are ways to speed up the video, and if you feel the need to do that, awesome. But like I said, some people, like myself, we like to have noise. So for the people who enjoy noise, and even if I'm paused and don't have a sentence coming out of my mouth at the time, it's still noise. You know, it's quiet sometimes when you're by yourself. Even if you put a radio on, sometimes that's not enough, which is why I come to YouTube. All right, now that I've spent 2 minutes getting through a whole intro, I think it's time to get started. First, I gotta deal with these because if I take them off, I literally cannot see without them. You can kind of tell when I turn how thick they are, and I need to see. So contacts first, which I also prep with my glasses on because I'm not lying when I say I cannot see without these things. All right, glasses off. Also, background noise. I apologize if you hear rustling, not wrestling. I don't know what my cats have. I think they have like a Nerf bullet or something. Either way, I'm not really concerned about it. Sorry for the people who don't like when people put contacts in. That did not work at all. I felt it slide, but it didn't stick. Round 2. All right, got it. Before, when I was recording and posting, I always made sure to have my contacts in first because I know it gives some people the heebie-jeebies. But like I said, I'm recording just to record. There's a way to skip the time, so you can feel free to do that. It doesn't bother me. Sorry, my eyes water when I put my contacts in, and I don't have any tissues, so I'm using my hands. Okay. Perfect. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna have to keep adjusting. I apologize. This is as raw as it gets. Okay. Now that my eyes are irritated, but I can see, that one feels kind of weird. These contacts are so old. All right, I have, excuse me, my primer that I'm going to do first. I've actually got the Blemish Control primer from, why am I so shiny right there? From e.l.f. It's the green one. I don't have any filters on, but I tried to do the high res video, so if it blurs at some points, I apologize, but yeah, I tried to make sure that there was literally no filter, like you can see all of my flaws. My chickenpox scars. There's another one. I have another one somewhere. my acne scars, all the redness. I have a lot of red in my face and lots of freckles. And I wanted it to be, like I said, raw as possible for myself. Even if nobody watches the video, I did it. I have content. I do this one with my finger. I mean, it's primer. So why not? I have absolutely nowhere to go today. Except for picking up the kiddo after the school lets out. But that's hours away. And I'm bored. Like I said, I'm having one of those days. I think a lot of people can relate when I say I'm having a day, sorry, where I don't really want to do anything. I just want to make myself feel better. Try not to pull on my face too much. I know that I just saw way more pulling than I would have liked. My skin is just so dry. I thought about doing this live, but I figured, well, if anything happens and I gotta pause the video and I stand up and walk away, how fun's that gonna be? Okay. Lid back on, and that out of my way. I have it all spread out. Before, when I would record, I would just kind of pull things out one by one. I decided today to spread it across my desk. I even moved my glass paintings and everything just to give myself some more space. I know I just put primer on, but this is my Poreless Putty Primer, and it's got a big hole in it because I use it all the time. Used to use it all the time. Sorry, my cat is getting into something. I like this one because it kind of smudges, it blurs your pores, makes them look closed. And as far as blemishes too, it helps with that as well. I feel like I'm getting all up in your face. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my makeup on the camera, which is my phone, because that's all I have to record with. I have 2 mirrors, but I feel like when I look away and look at myself, I'm not giving enough attention to the phone, and I don't like that. So I will be probably bouncing back and forth. So if I keep looking away, it's because I have mirrors set up in front of me. And I apologize for the not having like a really nice background. I am in my living room at my desk. Okay. While I have my primer sitting on my face, what I like to do next is move into my eyes. And surprisingly, I don't really have all of that right up on top of me. So, let me do that, I guess. I don't like when I get out of frame, sorry. Like I said, this is going to be a raw video. I don't know how many more times I'm going to say it, but it is. So all the awkwardness, all the slowness, all the me moving around to grab things, pure. All right. Trying to decide if I want to do a base or if I just want to put eyeshadow on. It's been a while since I've gone all out, and I don't have anywhere to go. I mean, I could update my Facebook picture or maybe my picture here on YouTube. I don't know. Either way, I guess I really don't care. I would be using a brush for this, but I'm trying to get a fuller coverage. I say full coverage and I like close my eyes and I'm see-through. I have a bump on my eye. I don't know what that's about, but okay. That little guy is not going to make for smooth application. I can't get rid of it though, so oh well. Moving on. And I'm trying to be real careful. Any skin around your eye is real sensitive, so you don't want to pull and tug on it too much. Alright. My eyebrows are so off. You ever realize that you can kind of sink your eyebrows if you just move one up? Kind of. It might be because I do that all the time. My confused or suspicion eyebrow. Okay. I didn't even say what that was. That is Wet n Wild concealer. I wish I could say drugstore, but I'm about to use my Too Faced palette for this. It looks like I went wild at Ulta. Alright. I'm using my Too Faced palette, my Natural Eyes. This thing was absolutely beautiful, and I couldn't pass it up when they had it years ago at my store, so, you know, I literally have no more of this heaven color, but we're gonna try to make it work. It's also kind of, oh my god, it tastes good. I know I shouldn't say that, but it has a lot of fallout, like a lot, which is one of the main reasons I'm out of so much of it. And it smells amazing. It tastes like candy. I don't think it was supposed to. And you're not supposed to eat it. But like I said, it's got a lot of fallout when you're talking and you breathe with your mouth. It all just kind of flows in there. And you can't help but taste it. You're not supposed to eat makeup. Don't eat makeup. Alright, so this is just me doing a base. I am not one of those who can do an entire eye and then do the other eye entirely. I can't. If I were to focus on one and then try to do the other, they would not match. That's just how it is for me. So, we're 11 minutes deep and I have hardly done anything but run my mouth. Sorry, cats are fighting. Alright, that's on. Now I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. That was the shade Heaven. This is Strip Poker. Start with my eyes first, because if there's any fallout, it's easier to get rid of than if I were to do my entire face and then my eyes. People who can do their eyes after they do their entire face application, bravo to you. I am not one of those people. And again, you're working with your eye, so don't pull on it, don't stab on it. Trying to fill in the crease with it. Okay, I think I'm going to go into Cashmere Bunny, which is a little bit darker of a shade. It's hard to tell what's fallout and what's freckles. There's so many. That, and I put a piece of paper over my light because it was shining me in the eyeballs. It still kind of is, and if you look, you can kind of see the paper. But I'd rather that than be blinded. Like, this isn't gonna leave that awful blue light. You know, like when you kind of have the sun right in your direction for a while and then you look away, or when you go take photos and they have that big ring light shining in your face, and then anytime you blink you have this bright light in your face. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. What I'm doing now is going on the outer side of my eyeball. I want kind of a fade, darker on the outside, lighter on the inside. Okay. I'm gonna get my pointier brush and dip into Espresso. So much easier to do makeup on people than myself. Like, if I could take my head off, do my makeup, and then put it back on, I feel like I'd have awesome makeup at all times. But I can't. I cannot do that. I can fix that. Okay. Well, see what I mean? Alright. Yes, I have acne. I'm a human. Ignore it. I'll try to deal with it in a second. I'll try to mask it in a second. Which is pretty much what my makeup abilities on myself are. It's just masking all the mess ups. Oop. Yeah. Well, I guess we just keep going until they match. Okay. It's not really a blending brush, it's more for precision. Same color, just accidentally winged that one way too much. So, going through, trying to fix it. I might actually just start recording myself, even if it's not what people want, just so that I can have someone to talk to, even if it's myself. And if somebody watches it, awesome. If nobody watches it, awesome. I will know that I still posted, giving myself something to do. I don't have a video editor. I'm not really good at that myself. So, yeah, I mean, I could try, I guess. Just, it would be another thing to do in my list of things to do all day. Oh, that's one thing I did not do on this one was pull it through. I'm gonna cover it anyways, but what I'm looking for when I do this is, you see that gap? Let me see if I can get the pointy end. You see the gap right there? I try to fill those in, because sometimes my eye twitches when I do my eyeliner, and even if I have something there that's a little bit dark, it doesn't look bald. Like, I don't want bald spots. So I'm gonna cover it anyways. I know it's like crawling up my eye, but I'm gonna cover it. Alright, so not the pointy side. It might not be the best makeup you've seen, but it's keeping me busy. I am entertained to a point. Ooh, look how dark. Ugh. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go through the crease with Cashmere Bunny one more time. That's not a mess up, that's acne. 20 minutes in and I'm still working on my eyes. I'd still consider this a speed run for my makeup though, to be honest. Like, if I go anywhere, I gotta plan ahead. I wish I could just throw makeup on and it'd be flawless, sorry. But that is not the case. Okay. Dip into Push Up, and not like the fitness type. Pretty sure they meant this one as like a bra. It's like a shiny brown. Glittery. It's not really glittery. It literally just looks shiny to me. Okay. I do want to use the gold. I just don't know where I want it. So first do Silk Teddy. So much fallout. I'm really not meaning to cut parts of my face out. Okay. I guess I'll do Honey Pot right in the middle. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about while I'm working on this. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I should talk about hopes and dreams. I dream to one day have a recording room where I don't have to do this in my living room. I have better lighting. See, like if I move the paper, I guess you can see me better, but I can't even see my phone. It's so bright. So like from a dot to a piece of paper. I guess if I move it still, you can still kind of see. I feel like the full effect isn't there because of the way that I have the lighting, but that's fine. I can work with that. That's what's shiny. It's that piece of hair. Okay. I think I'm going to take the pointed brush that I have again, and I'm going to dip it into, I guess let's do Cashmere Bunny. Okay. I have a cat attacking me right now. Not all of my videos are going to be like this. It's just, like I said, I have nothing better than I could be doing right now. Back to pack in the crease. I used my finger to kind of like smooth it over. I have a trick that I like to do with my outer corners that I like to do after I put eyeliner, but I like to do after I put eyeliner on. So I'll do that in just a second. I have the color Heaven. I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm trying to clean it up. I don't want crazy, I mean, I want it visible. I'm going to mix Strip Poker and Cashmere Bunny together and come just above the crease. Yeah. It's hard when you mix stuff like that, because like, what if I get the shade wrong when I mix it again? Just above the crease. And blend. Trying not to pool on the skin. Okay. I have a song from Encanto stuck in my head, and it's the Bruno song. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner just so that I can, I don't know if I can do it like this. I'm gonna do my eyeliner so that I can do my little trick. But I need a mirror, so give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna look down, but I'm still gonna be where the camera can see me. Or not. I had a cat just crawl up in my lap. Okay. She's trying so hard to get my attention. Go. Just climbing up the back of my chair. Go lay down. Nope. Sorry. This is Hera. She's a pain in the butt, but I love her. Okay. Try not to get the mirror in the video. Eyeliner is literally my favorite part. That and maybe my lip gloss. Okay. Now the fun part, trying to match it. Ooh. I went a little high. Oh, crap, I wanted a thin eyeliner. Okay. I feel like every time I touch it, I mess it up. Every time. Freaking eyeliner. Okay, I give up. It is my favorite part. It's like taking a pen and drawing it across a fresh piece of paper. Like, I love it. It's fantastic. However, I never said it was easy. It might be my favorite part. That doesn't mean like I'm good at it. All right, where is my pointy brush? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is my little trick. So I'm gonna get my eyeshadow palette back out, dip into the espresso color again, and I'm gonna tap the eyeshadow over the top of the line. It's so dirty, this mirror. I'm trying not to brush because I don't want to make the colors any lighter. Obviously, I chose a dark color for a reason. Okay. I don't know why, but I like it. All right, other eye. And hope that I match it up. So same thing. Gonna want to tap it over the top. Maybe it's because it gives it more definition, but I appreciate what it does. Sorry. She gets into everything. I'll take it. I think for now, that's all I'm gonna do on my eyes, mostly because I feel like when I do my mascara, after I do my face, it doesn't smear as much because so many brushes and whatnot. It just takes too long to dry. So instead of fighting with that, I'm gonna leave my lashes as they are and hope that I don't forget to do them, because it has happened plenty of times where I forget to do my mascara. We're 30 minutes in and I just finished my eyes. All right, so I feel like my primer is good. It's time to cover all these freckles and all this acne. Well, let me check my eyebrows first. Oops, just dropped a brush. Eh. Dang, all that brushing. It's hard to do it without my mirror. What I'm doing right now is I'm checking for like super long hairs. And when I don't see any, then I can try to even out my brows to the best of my ability. Like, I know even if I grow them out, like, this one will always be higher than the other. And I don't know what that's about, but it does that. Okay. I'm going to spray my foundation brush with setting powder and let it sit while I try to get something out of there. I know it still has stuff in it. Oh. Okay. I don't want to go overboard. Okay. Those are not really big pores. I have a lip piercing, so just ignore that. I miss doing makeup on clients. It didn't take me this long. I think it's because I had to put way more focus into doing it on myself than when I have to do it on a person, because they're right there and I can just focus on them and I can focus on my craft. But no, on myself, it's more of a, okay, I have to look back and forth. Is this side matching this side? Is it not matching that side? And I had to use mirrors and stuff, so like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but putting makeup on somebody else is just so much easier than when I have to do it for me. I think it's cat nap time. I hear happy cat noises, and I think she's getting comfortable. Okay. I always like to bring it down, and I think everybody should, and blend it with your neck. I mean, if you're matching it to your neck, you should probably blend it that far too. I don't believe in matching foundation with a wrist. I mean, most of the time, depending on how you drive, your wrists see more sun than your face, or at least one side of your face. You should, the sun coming in on this side. At least in America, when you drive, because you're on this side, the sun beating down on this side of your face, it's probably going to have more of an effect, whether it's freckles, dark spots, skin tone, anything. So you should swatch either down the middle, or I say check both sides. But that's just me. So awesome having high res on. I can see all my pores. But I'm not done. Okay. Concealer. I don't want to go crazy. I keep saying that and then I want to. My thing is that I just can't think of like where am I gonna go? Who is gonna see? This is my Wet n Wild concealer again. Alright, I'm gonna go find all those spots on my face. That was a piece of fuzz. I wish I could say I don't have many, but there are a few. Oop, I'll miss that one completely. Alright. They're just all bad right through there. Awesome, now that I'm kind of concealed, let me... I'm trying to see in this mirror, like, where else. If I could do my entire face like this, I would. But I don't have enough of that in there. Alright, I'm going to respray it with my setting spray. Okay. Sorry. There's a cat trying to get underneath me at my desk. Go. Go, go, go. I'm sniffling, and I don't know why. I think it's because the weather can't decide if it wants to be warm or if it wants to be cold. This is why I don't do my mascara yet. I know that the longer you leave concealer on, the thicker it can appear, and it helps to hide things. But when you have texture on your face, I feel like that's the last thing you need to do. Okay. Texture as in bump. Bump. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking in my mirror. Because it looks one way on the camera and then a completely different way when I look in my mirror. 40 minutes in. Alright. That's a blush brush. I need a contour. That's blush. Contour. Sure. Alright, what I'm going to do now is line my face. I didn't say what I had. I had e.l.f. CC cream in the shade whatever the heck is their lightest one. And this is my Benefit palette. This thing has seen better days. Yeah, it's messy. Go lay down. Without me. Go lay down without me. I might put my makeup on different than other people. That's fine. I don't really care. I could watch a tutorial all day and still not learn anything. I could watch it 10 times and still be like, why is it not working for me? Okay. Sorry, I'm dusting off my brush before I use it. So the brush I dropped earlier is the one I was going to use for this. Oh my gosh. Sorry, there's a cat in my lap. As long as she doesn't swat the brushes or touch the makeup, we should be fine. I'm not sure if you can hear her happy noises. It sounds like a happy cat to me. They're all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. Okay. It's funny, she's watching me on the camera. I don't know if she knows why there's two of me right now. It's a cat. Alright. Blush. Like I said, I'm doing my makeup different. And I feel like that's okay. I need more color in my life. When you're pale and you use the lightest shade of pale, you look dead when you're done with your makeup, so I have to I have to reinstate color. Or give myself color. Okay. I think what I need to do now is get my brush that my cat has slapped out of my hands. Don't eat the brushes. I need those. Stop it. Okay. Please quit eating my brushes. You can sit on my lap. That's fine. Quit touching my stuff though. What I'm doing now is taking a highlighter and brushing over my face. I keep looking up because I keep getting notifications for my YouTube channels that I watch all day so that I have background noise. I could turn a TV on, I could put a movie on, I could watch Disney Plus, I could watch the Hulu or HBO, I could watch all of that, but I don't know. Something about the channels that I watch on YouTube is just better. Okay. Time to mix it all together and see what I get. Oh, that smells good. This one, take my big old powder brush. Another reason why I don't do mascara yet. I've tried it and then I ended up with black all over my face before. Splotchy black. It wasn't even like, oh, she's being creative and artistic. No, it was a mess. You could just wait till it dries. I could, but we are 47 minutes in and I'm still not done. I don't have time to wait for that to dry before I continue. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm trying to make my brush dense. Like that. You grab it and go off on it. Stab it all the eye with it. Okay. I've also tried to do my lipstick or liner before doing my powder, but it just didn't work out. That was my Jeffree Star Fair setting powder. This is Wet n Wild. It's a lip crayon. Okay, I can do this in this mirror. No, I can. Oop, never mind. Already messed up. I like the shape of my lips, so I'm not gonna overdraw. This is my hard candy, Marilyn Monroe's nude lipstick. I know you might be thinking, that's a weird color. Trust the process. Alright. I have my Soap and Glory lip plumper. The one that I really like is out in the car. So I can't use that one. I gotta use this one. It's the same thing, just different shade. It stings, but in a good way. Again, trust the process. Okay. I don't remember what brand this is. I honestly think it's the same as my lipstick. It doesn't have it written anywhere. I have a lighter, but it's not a normal one. It's the long one. So. Alright. Bear with me. Sorry for all the noise. Okay. Sorry. Like I said, recording just to record. I know it's a lot of pauses and whatnot. I have my e.l.f. Big Mood mascara. I'm trying so hard to stay in frame, I'm sorry. I say that, then I cover it up, my bad. I think I'm not gonna do false lashes. I don't think I'm in the mood. It's also kind of windy outside, and while I have really good glue and I know they're not gonna fly away, something not attractive about lashes flumping all over the wind. But what I can do is layer my mascara. I don't remember what brand this is. It's from one of the Christmas makeup boxes at Walmart. That's how amazing and expensive my makeup is. I know that I've got some that are on the pricey side, but all in all, and those I bought when I worked at Ulta. I don't work there anymore, so I can't get the same discount that I once got. So slowly everything's returning back to Walmart brands. I keep going over them because I think that one, they look fuller. Two, if there are any clumps, you can just brush them out. It just takes patience. Okay. Oh, the color workshop, that's what it is. This one actually hasn't been rubbed off yet. Alright, let me see. Oh, my eyebrows. I never do my eyebrows, but since I dyed my hair, I guess I'm gonna have to now, huh? Oh, it's been so long since I've had to do eyebrows. I don't even remember how to do them. This is the number 3 shade from Benefit. Another one of my leftover purchases from working at Ulta that once it's gone, I'm not going to be able to get any more of. I think one of the best things I learned when I worked at Ulta was how to do my eyebrows with eyeshadow. There are women out there who either they wear a lot of wigs or their hair is always a different color and you can never find the right shade of eyebrow anything that you want. So what I figured out from one of our beauty advisors was get a brush, find your favorite brand of eyeshadow. What you're going to want to do is, depending on how saturated you want the color to be, get your brush a little bit wet and dip it into the shade closest to what you're wanting. Even if you had pink hair and purple eyebrows, like whatever shade you want, dip it in there, run it through your brows. Even if you have dark brows, trust me, it works. I thought it was strange, but I tried it and it actually worked. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but one of these, oh my gosh, excuse me, one of the days that I was working, I had wanted some really vibrant red eyebrows, so I went out onto the floor into the prestige section and I found me a bright shade of red, dipped a brush into it, ran it through my brows, and before I knew it, I had vibrant eyebrows. It worked exactly like she told me it would. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't, but it did. This is the Gimme Brow from Benefit, shade 3. I was told that the shade 3 was kind of like in the middle. You can use it if you're blonde, you can use it if you're redheaded, you can use it if you're brunette. I mean, I guess. It came in one of their Christmas sets, and it had like one of everything in the kit. I was like, well, I gotta buy that, so I did. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm probably not, but I feel like I am. This is the Matte Ulta Beauty spray, setting spray, or it used to be. I like the way that it mists. So I kept this bottle, and what's inside of it is actually the e.l.f. Dewy one, setting spray. Oop. I forgot to check for a cat. I'm trying to make sure I don't run over it. Okay. I have not done my hair. I'm not even sure I will. Like, I don't know exactly what I would do with it. To brush it, obviously. Tangles and whatnot. Okay. Let me... Oh my god. Let me turn that off for one. Ugh. My babe wall. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done my hair yet, so. Makeup's done though. Let me try to find like a good point where I can do like a show. I feel like it works. Like I said, absolutely nowhere to go today, but felt like doing my makeup, so I did. Thanks for hanging out, guys.